Hello. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day. 3 things that are going to be amazing references for you all while you're trying to get ready for summer. Spring is right around the corner. There's too many resources out there not to be having the body of your dreams by the summer. It's perfect time to check in. March is a beautiful new energy of just things coming to life, any seeds that you sowed coming to life, getting watered, getting well watered, getting well nourished, and the budding of beautiful things. So it's a perfect time to get it together. If you are like, I want science based behind, you know, what Sienna's talking about, what other random people on the internet are talking about when it comes to health, fitness, and mindfulness, and how it all correlates together. Because, and I'm going to get to the 3 in a second, so you're going to want to listen up. You're going to want to stay in with me, tap in with me. 3 really amazing resources, but there's such a huge correlation between mental health, overall well-being, and what you eat. And another huge thing that's in our bodies that we're all walking around with that we don't even really give too much attention to, which we should, which is toxins. So I'm going to give you guys 3 references to reference if you are trying to detox your body, if you are trying to get your mental health together, if you are trying to, well, really, and this also correlates with mental health, like just get out of a funk, whether it's like you feel bad about yourself, you're self-doubting, self-sabotaging, you always feel like you're anxious. I'm going to give you 3 references to help you out of that. Okay. And the byproduct is that you will just be working, your body will be working in better harmony, which then breeds maybe more of an aesthetic that you would like, and just feeling overall better, right? Like just feeling good, feeling joyful when you wake up every day. So number 1 is Dr. Eric Berg. Write this down. If I was able to just do like a little chalkboard on the screen, I would write it down for you, but make sure Dr. Eric Berg, Dr. Eric Berg. He's on YouTube. His channel really has transformed my life. That man has had such a huge impact on my life, and I don't even know him, but he has been on YouTube for years. I mean, I think I arguably maybe like at least 10 plus. I know that for sure. I could say that for sure. And the way that he teaches is just so, it makes you feel empowered with learning about health and fitness and just like the science behind things and the studies behind things and the correct names behind things. But sometimes when I think other podcasts like that doctors are coming up with, they're too textbook like when they speak, and so the viewer is like just getting overwhelmed, right? Because we didn't go to school for 15 years and learn about hormones, cellular repair, and just all these molecular operations that happen in the body. But I feel like Dr. Eric Berg, I'm not going to even say he doesn't dumb it down. He just presents it in a way that is digestible and a really great way for the average person that doesn't really even care to learn about all the science. You could watch a 10-minute video and know why what insulin is doing in your body. And of course, we all have bio-individuality, so it's going to be a little bit different for every human based on your genetics, where you live, where you're from, your own lifestyle habits and things like that. But he describes it in just such an entertaining, beautiful, and it's not like he's like funny and goofy, and he just gets to the point. It's organized, it's clean. So tap in with him. I'm telling you, if you're like, I really want to do a detox, but I just don't know where to start, I don't understand what I'm really doing, tap in with him. Some of the major things that all 3 of these doctors talk about that I'm going to let you know about. But I think Dr. Eric Berg, in my opinion, just because he specifically writes it out while he's saying it, so you're able to screenshot and like put it in a note section, which is beautiful, is detoxing is so crucial. We don't realize the environmental toxins that are going into our body. Like, even all the mechanical things that we use, all the digital devices that we use, living in LA, all the pollution, all, like, when you go, like, say I'm gonna go to the gym right now, they use these really strong cleaning supplies, which of course they have to, because there's thousands of people going in the gym and they want to keep it as sanitary as possible. But then we're also ingesting the chemicals that they're using. So if you are living in a city, now maybe if you're like up in a mountain or something, you probably wouldn't have to worry about this as much. But if you're living in a city, even a suburban city, or of course a rural area, you got to tap in. You got to tap into doing some kind of detox. We have so many heavy metals sitting in our system. The average person, it's like, I would arguably say, and I could be wrong, but I would arguably say if you are living in America and you're living in a city, we all know what a city is, a city, even if you kind of live on the outskirts, but then you like drive into the city to like get your supplies or like party or go have fun, and then you go back into your place of living that's a little further, you're still exposing yourself. So it's time to do a detox. It's time to do a heavy metal detox. So one of the things he talks about is Chlorella, things like Chlorella, things like cilantro is like another way to naturally detox. There's other like herbs that you can do to detox, but then you need a binder. I didn't know this until recently. You need some kind of binder, and a binder is, you have the detox, you get like, so say if I made a shake and I put a lot of cilantro in it. So that's great, it's detoxing you, but what happens is sometimes those detox or those toxins end up swirling around in your system and they get re-ingested into the cell, the cellular membrane. So you're like, oh shoot. So Dr. Eric Berg was saying that sometimes you may still feel fatigued, or you may still feel brain fog, or you may still feel like you're having issues with sleeping, or maybe a slight headache, or all these symptoms, because what you release the toxins, which is good, but then you didn't do anything to really get it out of your body. So you got it out of the cell, but you didn't get it out of the whole ecosystem, which is your body. So, oh my gosh, the clouds look so pretty. Just the mornings in LA are just so pretty, even with the pollution. So anyways, so then you need a binder, which is activated charcoal. And then you have to know how to take that correctly. So then you even see, like if you go to some juice shops, if they're really on their game, sometimes they'll have like some kind of detoxer, like a cilantro, and then they'll also have activated charcoal in it. And sometimes a drink looks black and it looks very like uninviting, like, ooh, I don't want to drink a drink that's literally black. But it's literally the best thing. That's the one you should be grabbing, because it's taking everything out of your body, taking all the toxins out of your body. So second person is Dr. Bobby Price. I really love his approach, because again, he's just like Dr. Eric Berg, where he explains everything so eloquently and easily to digest. And really, I like that he references real life situations, how it's affecting your life and you don't even realize it. So for example, I have been researching how to lose belly fat for so long. I think every woman, men, I'm assuming too, but because I'm a woman, I know that this is a thing that we always talk about amongst women. It's just like, I'm trying to get this last layer off. I'm trying to get rid of this little pooch, or I'm trying to get rid of this little stubborn part that just won't go away. And there's a lot of things that I've done to actually get mine down. And of course, I always want to be even more snatched. I mean, who doesn't? Maybe there's people that don't, but whatever. I want to for myself. And I came across Dr. Bobby Price, and he was stating in one of his videos that you could be thinking that you're doing everything. You're eating right, you're sleeping, you are drinking your water, you're doing all these things. And it's just not like, yeah, you've lost weight. Yeah, you have a little bit of a slimmer waist, and like, you're feeling good, but you're just like, why won't this particular last part go away? Well, your body, I didn't know this, but, and again, we all have a bio-individuality, but in general, your body will hold on to that fat around your organs because it's literally protecting your organs from the toxins that are in the fat. I didn't realize that. I always thought like, okay, and again, if you didn't know, if you already knew this, more power to you, because the more I learn about fat cells and what it really is, I'm like shooketh that I didn't know this, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention, even though I did get an A in biology. I don't know if we didn't do a section on fat. I don't know, but let me know in the comments if you guys like knew about fat or like what it really is. Like if you guys know, let me know in the comments like what you think fat is. I would love to hear your opinion, but from what, based on my research and based on the 3 references I'm giving you, is fat, fat is like it's a cell, and then it literally stretches out or it shrinks. So like, I think most people think like, oh, you're getting rid of fat, but really what you're doing is you're shrinking the cell, and then it goes back up when you're like gaining weight, and then it'll like shrink back down based on whatever your lifestyle, habits are. So when toxins and things like that are getting filled up, like the cell is going doo, 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 and it's just like toxins are going in, extra glucose, like extra like stuff from the body that like the body's not processing it, but it's like just storing it, putting it in the closet, and the closet's just getting like, just imagine like it's stretching, or like your and I'm not going to say, I don't want to say dirty clothes hamper, because the fat, you need the fat. So I don't want to put a negative connotation with fat, but the fat does all these beautiful things, but then us, like the fat doesn't care if we want to like look like a bad bitch, like with our man on a yacht. Like it doesn't care. So it's just like, it's like, okay, toxins, storing it. Okay. Too much glucose, storing it. Okay. Too much this, storing it. Right. So we're walking around with this extra layer of protection, and it has toxins in it. It doesn't want it. The fat's like, no, you are not going to get to these organs. You are not getting to these organs. So that's why you have to do a detox, not a cleanse, a detox, which I didn't really realize the difference. I thought I was detoxing and cleansing, which I guess you technically are doing a little bit of detoxing when you're doing like a juice cleanse, but a true cleanse is like literally using herbs and different methods to literally suck out the toxin, like get it out like that. And then now it's free. And then you have a binder, which is like activated charcoal, or there's other binders, and the binder takes it and then it takes it out of your body. So it's super important to really understand these things. Again, any other references, or if you guys know what I'm talking about, or if you're like, I don't know if I agree with that, or I've watched this other doctor, let me know, because I'm just a sponge with this stuff right now. But the things that I've learned, the research that I've done, I have really benefited from the way that like the information I've come across and the way I've applied it to my life. I've seen results. So, side note, you could also do the Dr. Schultz detox. I've done that before. I did that like 10 years ago, and it was, just do it. Just research it and do it. I'm not going to get into detail because I want to go into the gym, but that is, the Dr. Schultz detox is really, really powerful, and it will also get toxins out of your body. Lastly, I'm going to rush this one because again, I'm at the gym, but is, Dr. Axe, Dr. Josh Axe. He's excellent. He has all these great products that he offers. Same thing like Dr. Berg, Eric Berg, where he usually uses some type of like template to write down what he's saying, so you can screenshot it and save it. And then do more research if you're like, I just still didn't understand the way he said it, which I finally find it rare. Usually if I ever continue to research, which you kind of should be doing anyway, just as a backup, but I feel like my method is like, I'll research something, and if like I've gone to 5 different references and it's generally saying the same thing, I'll go ahead and deem it as fact. That's just kind of like my scientific way of confirming a hypothesis, whatever. So anyway, Dr. Josh Axe, been around for a long time, beautiful platform, tons of information. And just, if you look at those 3 doctors and just binge watch them for one day, you will almost be like at least a 1st grade to 2nd grade level of understanding how these things work, to where you could explain it to somebody else. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, tap in with those 3. Also, a lot of the teachings that I've learned from them, I've applied to my life. Okay. You can look at, I mean, I'm looking kind of wild right now. It's 6 a.m. And I'm going to the gym and, you know, still puffy faced in the morning, but that's okay. Right. I'm going to sweat out the toxins and my face will come back. But I have a How to Lose Belly Fat ebook guide. So a lot of the things that I've put in that book, I have learned from these doctors. So definitely tap in with my How to Lose Belly Fat. If you're trying to lose weight, even if you're trying to lose weight in 7 days and you want to look different in 7 days, you want to like fit into your outfit a little bit better. If you have 7 days to get ready for something, it's a 40-page, super easy, like 40-page meaning like ebook style 40-page. Go through it. Do the things in the book for 7 days straight. Say if you're like started on a Monday and you're trying to be ready for something on Sunday, it'll get you down. Okay. Especially if you also find a sauna and get in the sauna while doing some of the stuff in the book, that I've implemented. Also too, the book, I created it because it kind of created itself. And I just was like the portal. And it's very easy things to implement that kind of puts your body on autopilot to then burn or again, not burn away fat, because you don't really get rid of fat unless you do surgery, but just shrink the fat cells. A lot of the stuff in there is because I was telling other women what I was doing, and then they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then they implemented it. And then they would hit me up like a few months later and be like, hey, by the way, I actually implemented what you said. And like, I lost 10 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. And I was like, really? So it's just stuff that I was just doing based on my own research, because I just wanted to like lose weight and keep it together. So I was like, wow, okay. So I put it into an ebook. So you have access to it. Click the link down below. Also find me on my other social media platforms down below. I appreciate all of you guys. Subscribe if you have made it all the way to the video. And if you found that it was helpful, make sure to give the like button a boop like that. Just like a little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You only need one doot. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe, and I will tap in with you guys soon. Bye.